Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, citizens of all ages, welcome back to another edition Star Citizen 3.10 Live. Well, wasn't this a surprise? So the day I put out my, sorry for that, the day that I put out my 310 PTU video, like, an hour later, they dropped that to live. Well, that was something I was totally not expecting. I was expecting a couple of things to be resolved first. So first and foremost, I want to say 310 is, in my opinion, a bit of a mixed bag, especially live. There are absolutely some great new features. The new targeting system, for one. Having fixed weapons be viable again, that's awesome. I am noticing still a lot of desync, especially in combat. But before I get to that, I want to go over the known issues of this patch. Sit down, strap in, get comfortable, get a coffee. This might be a couple of moments. Known issues, and at the very top in big bold letters. At this time, any pledge creation or alteration performed in the last 48 hours will not be reflected in the live service. Any new pledges, CCU applications, reclaimed pledges, or gifts sent/received will not be up to date. Ooh! That one hurts. Next, players appear offline on the front end instead of in menus until the player has been in-game. Close-range FOIP animations are not transmitting to remote clients. That's been that way for a while. Com call screen is extremely translucent while viewing through the HUD. Minor inconvenience. Both FPS and ship mining methods produce UI stalls, resulting in the user overcharging their targeted deposit. For miners, that is a problem. Not children, I mean the guys who got... Okay, anyway. Delivery missions with multiple pickup locations can result in only two, count it, two drop-off location points, or a third drop-off point that doesn't work if the delivery location is an aid shelter, preventing delivery of the third box. And then in parentheses, workaround. Avoid multiple delivery drop-off missions to aid shelters, close parentheses. You know, the new mission structure that they just implemented? Nah, don't do it, don't use it, don't try it, better luck next time. Using the tractor beam on the Grey Cat Rock to pick up multiple gems at once will cause a significant portion of the gems to just vanish. Ooh. The miners are not having a good time this patch. Private Arena Commander matches are temporarily disabled due to an issue with the updated group system. That stings. The player that made the personal transport/escort beacon will not be able to see marker on player that accepted. Also, huge inconvenience. Global chat is unavailable in the visor HUD. That actually... seems false, because I had no problem with global chat just now. Planetary ambiance can be heard at various locations in New Babbage. Isn't that the point? Oh, they mean in, like you're gonna hear, minor inconvenience. Player character can clip through the external doors of certain outpost buildings and aid shelter buildings airlocks when entering. Eesh. Hangar doors can remain closed when the hangar is assigned to a landing player's ship. Now, that's another one that I haven't personally seen yet. Yet being the key word. When firing at AI ships, they will appear to desync and have high packet loss. Check. Ships can be displayed as unknown after destruction and be available to spawn again, but will not appear on their specified landing pad. Landing gear will take multiple presses of the keybind to activate. Now that's another one that seems to be fixed, because it seems like just pressing it once works. Crystals in large rock deposits don't settle properly after fracturing, causing them to vibrate and shake. God, miners cannot get a fucking break. The Grey Cat Rock cannot extract all the child crystals. Some are left behind. Wow, miners. Oof. Hammerhead Atmo entry effects clipping through interior of the ship. Minor inconvenience. The ship hologram / 3D model will take over 20 seconds to load the first time the player views one in VMA, Vehicle Manager app, or the Arena Commander menus. Yeah, I've had that, but again, that's not really that huge. Area 18 nav marker will appear at the Central Plaza, not the spaceport. Minor inconvenience. Legally landed ships may be impounded. That's some fascist shit right there. If the player exits the menu / disconnects / crashes during the prison load screen, your loadout will be borked. Yep, we know about that for a while now. When going into aim down sights and crouching / prone, you will be unable to see through the optics of the Arrowhead or P6LR. That's a little disconcerting. That's been an issue for a while now. Free look does not always work properly in turrets. Shots from remote turrets may appear desynced, but still connect with the target. So, that is just the known list of current issues. Now, I want to talk about my personal experience. So for the past 2 weeks, I've actually been feeling like shit. I've felt like a box of mashed potatoes, like a retard walking backwards. So I've not really had much inclination, if you will, to go into Star Citizen, except for today, this morning. I woke up nice and early, had absolutely nothing to do, and I figured, hey, let's get a jump on this shit. So, although, like many of you are probably pontificating over, yes, this patch does have some issues, but overall, I wouldn't say it's a complete dumpster fire at the moment. I would definitely say it's a little bit rough around the edges, but of course, this is Star Citizen. Welcome to the family. I do have to say, though, I am rather enjoying how the ships are starting to feel. I don't know if I'm just getting acclimated to it now, or if they're doing more tuning. According to the most recent ISC, it sounds like the devs are still tuning the ships in the background, even in the live environment now. Unless I'm misunderstanding what they were saying. But that's a net positive in my opinion. Some of the bigger ships are definitely way more handleable. Carrick, for instance, as you can see. Trying to pilot my Starfarer Gemini has become less of a wrestling match and fight for your life, and more of a, okay, it's a big-ass ship and it's a big fucking flying brick, so that's a net positive in the grand scheme of things, if you will. Another positive thing I really do want to bring to light is the new planet tech, the new shader tech. In ISC, they went over some of the new grime tech. That's not what they called it, but basically wear and tear. There we go. The new wear and tear tech that's coming online later. It's not in now. Probably 3.11, maybe 3.12, maybe 8.6.7.5.3.09. I don't know. Whatever patch they decide to throw that shit into. Sorry, just stretching, and I'm too lazy to cut that out. Another thing is the Grey Cat itself, the Grey Cat Rock. I still don't like it. I'm a subscriber at the moment, and I stumbled across it in my ship list, or my ground vehicle list, and boy, was I surprised, because I adamantly told myself, don't fucking buy that shit. So when I saw that, I had a mini heart attack, because I was like, oh great, am I sleep pledging now? Because I've not been sleeping for the past 2 weeks. I've been getting like 1 or 2 hours. Oh, like you give a shit. Oh, never mind, sorry. So, well, that's why I might sound a little bit off or not as energetic, so apologies. There was a reason for me stating that, apparently. Um, I'm really not impressed with the Great Cat Rock. If you like it, great, awesome. I'm super stoked for you. Like, not even being sarcastic this time. um, for its price, I would not buy one, at least not with IRL money. Um, Something tells me once it's implemented in game, the thing's going to be dirt fucking cheap. So if that's something that you think you should add to your arsenal, to your fleet, um, it's your money. Do what you want. I personally wouldn't. I love mining in the game. I love pulling out my prospector and zipping around and blowing up rocks and having them just, float away, not settle correctly. No. Mining definitely can be a fun, relaxing experience when it's working as intended. So I'm not faulting anybody who did pick up a Great Cat Rock. For me personally, it is just something that is not up my particular alley. And especially with the state of 310 and how the minables and resources are, you, to quote South Park, you're going to have a bad time. Or at least it's most likely you're going to have a bad time. If you're having a good experience, let me know down below, because I'm actually genuinely curious, because I have not done too much in live with mining because of the patch notes. And another groundbreaking feature that they finally introduced: working bartenders, with working in quotation marks. I was actually super stoked to finally see bartenders come in. I know it sounds like such a stupid, menial thing, but to me, it adds a little bit more immersion, breathes a little bit more life into the universe. So I've been looking forward to the bartender tech, ironically, forever. And the funny part is, I rarely, if ever, drink IRL. But for some reason, I don't even really know why, aside from the aforementioned reasons. For some reason, I was just really set and intent and really looking forward to the bartender tech. Now that it's in, a little underwhelmed. I don't know if it's the server tick rate. I don't know if it's something to do with OCS, the player cap, the latency, the ping, a little from column A, a little from column B, or all of the above mixed into one. But bartenders seem to be very laggy. Now, of course, this is tier 0 and yada yada yada. It'll get better in time, and I get that. Not a super huge deal, especially since it's not part of a pivotal, feature set or something along those lines. It is a little disheartening that they are in kind of such rough shape. As long as you got like 5 minutes to spend just talking to the bartender, you'll get your drink. At least from my experience. I'm hoping that gets dialed in a few weeks when 3.11 comes out. They've also added the factory line for 310, which essentially is Microtech's version of Apple, where you can go and get new Mobi-Glass exteriors, and in the new Babbage spaceport, there's those new Pico plush things that you can buy and throw down mountains, and they'll actually snowboard down. You can actually get physical ones, but they look vastly different than the ones that are in-game. Again, look to ISC, and you'll know what I'm talking about. They got the new Electron Weapons, which are neat. The electron damage is really cool. It's a neat effect. Body dragging, I think, is interesting. I like the idea of body dragging, but at this exact moment it seems pointless. I think when they implemented body dragging, they could have used that to leverage bounty hunting a little bit more. You know, we have a couple of bounty hunter ships in game that have cells that some of them work, some of them don't. I'm looking at you, Cutlass Blue. Fucker. Um, so, I mean, it's a neat mechanic to play around and fuck around with. Serves no real purpose yet. But I'm hoping that's going to change in the very near future. But, you know, that's just hope. Other than that, you know, I think I've been blabbering on long enough, so I think I might actually leave the video here. I want to know what you think about 310, especially with it now going to live and in the state that it's in. I've been monitoring my Discord, and a lot of users have been reporting vast connection issues. I have not experienced that personally. So I'm actually really curious to know if you have, and if so, please let me know down below in the comments section. Did you get a Grey Cat Rock? Are you enjoying it? Did you melt it shortly after playing with it? Also, let me know down below. Other than that, I think I am going to leave the video here. So, thank you very much for watching. All you beautiful bastards out there, you have yourselves a wonderful day, morning, evening, whenever, wherever you just so happen to be. This has been Will, Day Late Gamer, signing off. Love, peace, chicken grease. Alright.